And welcome back. Well, if you're looking for something to do on New Year's Day and jumping into an ice-cold lake just isn't your thing, well, then look no further than the Cool Fool Kite Festival at Milwaukee's lakefront.
We are here now with Scott Fisher from Gift of Wings, along with one of the Quiet Ice Carvers. We have Bob Lichtenberg, who's going to give us a little lesson today. And amazing, he uses an iron to do some of his ice carving, which I think is incredible. Can't wait to get to that. But let's talk a little bit about the festival on New Year's Day and some of the things that you brought, because you said during the commercial break that these little drones, these toys, were like the hottest thing this year.
This little drone, this little nano quad,
very small,
was one of the hottest selling toys in the country this year.
Look how small this is, this little thing.
That was one of the hottest sellers in the country?
Yes.
What does it do?
Well,
laundry?
little drones and...
That one's a lot bigger.
This one's bigger. This one has a camera on it.
Oh,
wow. A video camera. And this one, I can actually probably get it to fly for us.
Look how little that little remote is, too. It's just tiny.
We'll just put that on like that.
Micro machines.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa!
Whoa! There it goes.
Whoa! Oh, it does. And it doesn't break.
It's awesome.
That's incredible.
No,
that one doesn't have a camera.
That one doesn't have a camera, but this one has a video camera. Now this one isn't set up to fly in the studio, but it has a video camera with a little SD card. And these drones, for example, that small one that just took off on us is only $39.
Great.
And so
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But I wanted to bring these out today because they were such a hot seller this year.
Yeah.
That's because you talked about them on the Morning Blend.
Exactly. That's what everybody said.
That's great.
You've got so many cool electric things, and I mean, it doesn't matter what your age. I mean, anytime you get these toys for a kid, it's the dad who ends up playing with them. The mom who ends up playing with them more than the kids. We all know that. How about kites? Because can anybody come out and fly a kite?
Absolutely. The Cool Fool Kite Festival is the 28th year that we've been doing this down in Veterans Park. Free event, free parking, and it's one of those kite festivals. You know, in May and September, we bring out all the big performers and they put on a big show. But this is for the folks to come out and just fly a kite and have a good time. It's our way of sort of welcoming people back in the middle of the season, in between the seasons. Bella Caffe is going to bring out some free hot chocolate and coffee. We're going to have free snacks, and we just want folks to come out and fly a kite and have a good time.
It's fantastic.
I always say there's only two things to do, and you know what I'm going to say on New Year's Day. Either you jump in the lake or you go fly a kite.
It's true.
And I think I'd rather go fly a kite.
I was going to say, one of them is a lot more comfortable, a lot more sane, I would say.
You might not have a heart attack flying a kite.
Yeah, and the Kite Festival is from 11 to 5.
11 to 5
on New Year's Day.
On New Year's Day.
And people find you at Veterans Park.
At Veterans Park. You can find out more information, of course, by going to our website at giftofwings.com or on our Facebook page. One of the things that we've been doing at this event for probably the last 10 years is Bob and his team, the Quiet Ice Carvers.
The quiet ones. How can you be quiet if you have a chainsaw as one of your tools? That's what I want to know.
The work itself isn't quite as quiet, but we try to kind of quietly go about our business. And
that's cool. What are you carving right now?
So I started just kind of a little kite demo, so kind of carved out the top. This was all from one block of ice, so we actually shaved off the front portion and reversed it. And fused it back on, which even though it's 70 degrees in here, you can see it still is pretty solid on the top there.
Yeah, you said there's a kind of a sweet spot for temperature for ice carvers.
There is. Ideally, we're about 20 to 25 degrees is our best, and cloudy. The sun will affect the ice just like the lights kind of do. Even in the wintertime, it has a big difference on the ice. And you get too cold, it gets very brittle. You get too warm, it gets really chunky.
Okay. What are the kinds of tools that you use? Because you got a gamut here of tools.
There's a wide variety. So a couple of different saws. The wood-handled saw in particular is an ice saw, so it's got a much finer, kind of a deeper groove to it with a couple of edges on it.
Okay. Yeah, that's
obviously your chainsaw.
You've got a whole lot of tools.
All the varying chisels of different sizes, picks, kind of the standard beginner tool is just your ice rake.
Oh yeah, that's a beginner tool.
6 prongs, you know, no big deal, but you can just kind of
It's
chop
for
away.
Advanced beginners.
And there you get your general shape going.
I do that when I make orange juice ice cubes, you know, I want to make it into a
chop
drink.
it a chunk and throw it in your drink.
What do you use the iron for?
The iron is really good, especially in warmer temperatures. You can just melt away all sorts of the design and smooth it out. And just kind of keep whittling it down. And
That's
and away
wild.
you go at
You
kind of
never
working your
thought,
design
did you?
down.
No, that is wild.
Oh my gosh, that's like nerve-wracking.
I know it is.
So you just keep working it down, and that kind of smooths out your edges, and toward the end makes it a real nice sheen to it.
Can you use one of these? I want to see what this will do.
So this is called a die grinder. A little bit more of a powerful Dremel tool, if you will.
Okay.
Very kind of sharp, pointy bit at the top, triangle based with very sharp edges on it.
Put this on while you
Yeah.
do that.
You can go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. It's all you,
So we'll just go with the front block here, and it just carves
Like, oh, we
right
took his
through the
glasses.
edge.
Yeah, we're wearing his
Happening right
safety
now.
glasses.
And as an example for the kite, you can make a kite string
Okay, well,
and
he's
just
doing
shave your
that.
kite string right
That
down.
is so cool.
I'm going to tell you the Cool Fool Kite Festival is New Year's Day. It's from 11 to 5 at Veterans Park on the Milwaukee Lakefront. You got to go out. You can stop at Gift of Wings before or visit their website at giftofwings.com. Call them if you want one of those cool drones or any of those things as well for the day at 414-425-9993. Scott's always got the best stuff, so you got to absolutely go there.
And we got some kites to give away a little bit later.
Yeah,
We
thank
do,
you.
yes. And you know what I always say at the end of these segments?
Go
do.
fly a
Ready?
kite.
Go fly a kite.
Let's say it together.
Beat me
One,
to it.
2, 3. Go
Go
fly a kite.
kite.
I love it. Thank you so much, Scott.
you.
Great
Thank
to
you.
see you.
That's
Thank
cool.
you, Bob.
Good to see you, Bob.
Really cool.
All right.